Hello, good morning. I'm Gary Whiting of Gary Whiting's Equine Massage School. Hi, Gary Whiting. I wanted to share with you some thoughts on the connection between you and your horse. We have a lot of ideas. We have a lot of theories. You know, some of the old way of thinking was horse is there, human is there, horse does not invade my space. Space invading is not a big deal if it's done respectfully. Just think about this. Your zone one, your intimate zone, like right here on the horse. I've said this so many times. If you get into the intimate zone, you can work any part of this horse you want to work. This is the hardest point of acceptance. Think about this, the people in your life in relationship to respect to you or where we belong. Who is it you allow into your most intimate zone, which is your face? And who is it you don't want to even get close to you? All right, the partnership between you and your horse needs to be intimate. It does not need to be rigid, like you're just a horse. I'm the owner, I'm the trainer, you stay there, I'm here, you don't invade my space. One of the things I've seen in working with horses is the intimacy that comes out of these horses and the love that they show and the affection that they show. They're no different than your dog that's loyal to you. They're no different than your wife or that intimate person you want. They have feelings. I've seen, and I'm very thankful that I've seen we move from the old way of thinking where the horse doesn't have a brain to where we realize they're very intelligent animals. And they're very affectionate animals, as we can see with this horse here. When I was a kid growing up, my mother would come home on Wednesdays, and that was the day she was not working. She would make pies, cookies, cupcakes. I could polish off a dozen cupcakes just that fast, right out of the oven, with a little custard in the center, the top put in, and then sprinkling of powdered sugar on, warm. I could eat those things, a dozen of those in one. I never sat in one standing. But that was the day I wanted to be at home, because that kept me out of trouble, and that's where the rewards were. Well, you want your horse to be in the kitchen with you. You're the mama in this case. You want your horse to be in the kitchen with you. If you have the horse's heart instead of just a horse's brain, that horse will put a lot more energy and a lot more effort into pleasing you. And this is something I encourage, this interaction, what we see right here. There's this point of disrespect, and I don't allow disrespect, but I allow the intimacy to come into this connection between me and the horse. And being in the massage arts, it's easy to do this. I worked on some nasty horses that some world-class riders, I won't tell you their name, but she said, you got to be really careful with this stallion. He's a horse that you can't trust. The next day, this person made a correction. She says, I want to take that back, and I don't want you to forget what I said. She says, I've seen you work on my horses. My horses love you. I'm not worried about the stallion and you, but I am worried about the stallion and somebody else if they see you hugging and kissing and interacting with the horse. I said, point well taken. So if you get the heart, you've got the whole horse. If you're outperforming, your horse is going to perform beyond what the brain will allow it. It'll go into the heart. It'll put more effort into what you're trying to do with that horse. So I want to try to encourage you to connect with the horse. Connect through the intimacy part of this horse, and you're going to have a very fulfilling relationship with your animal. When I go to different events, I see maybe some team pinning. I'll say, hey, Jake, who's your partner today? Oh, Tom. They don't say my horse. It's always my buddy over here. You're a team. You and your horse are a team. And you need to be intimate with this horse. You need to have this relationship back and forth. And in some cases, they'll fulfill what others aren't fulfilling in your life. So this is a connection I try to achieve with all the horses I work on, and I do. It's just a matter of maybe 1 or 2 or 3 treatments before that horse finally looks at me and says, wow, I want to be around you. And I don't have to worry about this horse hurting me from that point on, because it's now connected to me. When I get into zone 1, into the intimate zone, it has a lot of meaning, and I'm safe. So I just wanted to get you to think about that. I know it's going to be controversial to some of you, but I want you to think about that. And to think about, do you want your children in the kitchen with you, or do you want them kicked out of the kitchen downtown getting in trouble? Do you want your horse's heart connected to you, or just the brain? So something to think about just from the Gary Whiting corner of experiences. So give some thought to it.